Do you ever wonder what makes a person who they are? I mean, what kind of events shape them? How they came to be the way they are now? And do you ever wonder if people will change? If one event could make them a different person?
Writer? Son, most writers are drunks for a reason. Plus, who's to say anyone will read what you write anyway?
Emil, clean all this up. I'm tired of these damn papers laying all over the place. When you live in your own house, you can make your own mess. In the meantime, clean all this up.
Why is that so hard for you to understand? Can you not hear what I'm saying to you? Can you not think about what I'm saying? This is ridiculous, Emil. Get your life together.
Hello, Emil, right? I'm Mr. Sahil. I'm under the impression you're in need of some guidance.
Yeah, I thought this would be an online advice kind of thing.
Well, it can be, but in some circumstances we feel in-person guidance is more appropriate. I personally have seen total success from in-person sessions.
You've done this before?
Countless times, yes.
Alright, come on in then. Do I need anything in particular?
Only your shoes. We'll leave now if you don't mind. I find the best teacher is experience.
Oh, outside.
That's right. Now, before we go, a donation to our cause would be greatly appreciated.
I only have coins. Can you even accept that?
Emil, it's never too late for change. Thank you. So, Emil, what seems to be troubling you most in your life?
Well, how much do you already know about me?
We're given a small file, but it's nothing much. I do know about the death of your parents, and I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I guess that's what's been troubling me the most. I feel so lost without them. I don't know what to do with myself.
I understand, Emil. A person your age isn't meant to be in such a situation.
Mr. Sahil, you're meant to provide guidance and answers, right?
As best I can, yes.
Well, what am I supposed to do? How can I get over this?
Emil, this isn't something you'll get over, but it is something you'll get through. There are no easy answers to hard questions, and my answers won't be yours. But I can tell you this, experience will be your greatest teacher.
So, I'm just supposed to trust you.
That's the idea, yes. Your parents were once like that too, you know. So in love that it radiated off of them. And maybe one day this young couple will have a child, and maybe one day they'll raise a son like you.
Yeah, and maybe one day they'll be dead.
Yes, of course. But so will you and I, that's guaranteed. But why would you disregard all of the potential life holds just because one day we'll be dead? Your parents didn't disregard it. They lived and loved as much as they could.
Yeah, and now they're gone because they were too busy yelling at each other than focusing on their own. People in love all eventually hate each other. Something full of so much disagreement can never be good.
Do you truly believe that, Emil? I mean, do you hate the ocean because one fish kills another? Do you curse the forest because it houses animals like bears and wolves? Or do you see a land that's full of life and water that connects people with its vastness? You only focus on the arguments because they were easier to see. Perhaps you should try writing a romance novel.
Yeah, right. As if I know anything about that.
Maybe this isn't the path for me. Maybe I've been aiming too high, Mr. Sahil.
Emil, my boy, you are no failure. You have big dreams, and that's a good thing.
Mr. Sahil,
Just pause for a moment, Emil. Tell me, what do you hear?
I hear bats, bugs, frogs, I think, in the distance.
Good, good. And what do you see?
Mr. Sahil.
No, just indulge me, just for a moment.
I see trees, streetlights, the sky, you.
And be honest with me, Emil. How do you feel?
I feel annoyed. What's the point of all this? I'm a failure. I couldn't be the son my parents wanted or the partner my ex wanted. I can't.
Emil, what you do doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be meaningful. And besides, we can't always get what we want.
That's something my father used to say.
Emil, did you think that just because your father had passed, he had ever really left you?
I mean, yeah, you're not going to tell me he's still alive, are you?
Well, in some ways he is. His words and beliefs are still with you, and his thoughts and opinions are, so in a way there's more of him still here than that which isn't.
I guess. But then, does that mean anything ever stops existing?
Not really, Emil. You're starting to get it. By the way, we're almost here. You seek success, yes?
Well, yeah.
You've probably heard that most people who aren't successful are such because they don't try. They mope around and
But I do try, though.
Sorry. It's okay, Emil. You see, the truth is, most people who aren't successful are such because of how much they try. The important thing is to be open to experiences and not to be searching for something. You see, when we search for something specific, we tend to disregard what we find along the way.
So, why are we here?
You see, Emil, in order to be open to experiences, we have to be able to find the beauty in every moment. Out here is where you'll find the music of life. Close your eyes, breathe with me. See if you can find the music. I'm glad you have, Emil. You see, sometimes the things that seem the most unimportant are the light that illuminate the darkness. Let's get you home. I think we're done here.
So, is this like your job? Do you just walk around with random people?
Well, that is a lot of it, yes. They're called Personal Enlightenment Projects, or PEPs, but I do get to walk around with a lot of strangers.
Does it always work though? I mean, does the person always have some sort of breakthrough or change?
Well, not always. Sometimes it takes several sessions, and sometimes it's just the online advice you mentioned earlier. Emil, if I may ask, why the sudden interest in my profession?
I'm not sure. I guess it's because it's quite important to me. To be able to change someone's life is so fulfilling. And that's part of the reason of why I wanted to become a writer, Mr. Sahil. Mr. Sahil? Mr. Sahil?
Mr. Sahil? Mr. Sahil!
Mr. Sahil?
Mr. Sahil? Damn it! How could he have just vanished?
The important thing is to be open to experiences and not to be searching for something. You see, when we search for something specific, we tend to disregard what we find along the way.
How about this one? I remember the first time I read that book. That man, great writer.